Hello, hello. So, as you've probably read the title, the video, well, it's about how what to do when you sprain an ankle. Of course, what I mean by that is when you're on self-improvement, because if you're not on self-improvement, then well, you're just gonna play video games or watch social media all day. That's what most people do. But you probably not most people because you watch this video, not because oh you're an alpha male or something. Just because this YouTube channel is too small to be the majority. So maybe you've sprained an ankle or injured yourself in any way, right? And then you might just be thinking damn, what I do? Well, now I'm gonna tell you. So what worked for me personally was to just I sprained my ankle, so then I just after recovering, going to the hospital, getting the getting administered to some store to buy an orthesis. Then I just sat there and thought to myself, okay, how could I manage this? What do I do now? Because I'm not going to exercise. If I want to go to the gym, I'm not going to do legs. I'm gonna only be able to do back and front. I'm not going to be able to do kickboxing, no PE, no cycling to school, no playing ping pong during the break, no going football on the weekends. No, none of that. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to be able to, even though I want to. So then I thought to myself, okay, if I can't exercise and I basically just can't move, what can I do? Because there's no point in worrying about things that you cannot change. Because if I worried about things that I cannot change, I would right now I wouldn't be recording this. I would be crying here, fussing over how much I just fussing over how I can't exercise even though I want to. So what worked for me was that I just read a shit ton of books, watched a whole lot of podcasts, educational videos, Danko, Hamza, Andrew Huberman, Chris Williamson, you name it. I read books, I did podcast. I mean, I didn't do podcasts. I listened to podcasts. I'm just gonna keep repeating it because it's important. So yeah, that's it. Just learn very much, learn a lot, and this doesn't even apply to only having a dysfunctional leg. This also applies to not breaking an arm or something, or dislocating a shoulder. This works for that too. If you have a hobby that doesn't require motion or doesn't require a lot of motion, like playing instruments, because if you play the drums, then you need to move your hands and feet. But if you do something I don't know, the flute, where you only need your hands, really, your fingers, then you can play it. You can play the instrument. If you draw and your hand isn't broken, draw. If you're right-handed and your right hand is broken, draw with your left. You'll maybe you'll learn to write and draw with your hand. Simple as that. What what else can I tell you? If you don't have many fragile things in your room, you can get a ball. If you have one, you can get a ball and do pickups in your room. Everything works. Also, you might think that after you've injured yourself, your mental health is not going to take a hit. It will. It might not be significant. It might be small, but it will. Because what happened for me was that I sprained my ankle, right? Literally, an hour after I got back home, I had the urge to just play video games again, even though I haven't played video games for 4 months. I just got the urge again because my mental health dropped below the point of wanting to play video games. Because I thought I was above it, right? And then I realized that I'm not. Because if something drastic happens, I know your dog dies or whatever, your mental health will take a hit, even though you might not shed a singular tear. It will take a hit. You may just not know it, and it's better to be aware of it than to refute than to just deny it. Because if you deny it, it's gonna hit you harder. So yeah, that's just it. I just wanted to tell you how to balance it. And yeah. So yeah. See ya. Sleep well, do better. Take care.